it's Bella Ramsey and Mel Giedroyc. It's lovely to have you. I've got to say, Bella, I love your outfit. That's the best outfit we've ever had on this show.
It's amazing.
Ever. In the history of outfits. You know, I've been talking about the Oscars a bit there. Mel, what awards have you won in your career?
So when we did Bake Off,
yes,
we won a BAFTA.
Wow.
We won a BAFTA.
Come on, well deserved. Well deserved. That was the golden age of Bake Off.
Quite a few years ago, I have to say. Quite a few years ago.
And how was the evening for you? Because it can be tense if you're nominated for an award. That's a tense evening.
Oh, man. It was... the pacing was all wrong for us. We started having some drinks, but sort of at midday/11 in the morning, Sue and I absolutely lathered come 2 o'clock, come 5 o'clock when you're supposed to be there, looking a bit sort of rough, feeling a bit all over the shop. So I was chewing gum. I thought, get rid of the old, awful, dead Prosecco breath. And I was chewing loads of gum, and we were sitting in the audience having a real laugh, Perks and I having a great time. And then it was announced that we'd won. Piece of chewing gum flew in a beautiful arc into the hairdo of the woman sitting in the row in front. And it turned out she was a sort of slightly important BBC exec.
Yeah.
And I could see it was just stuck in the beehive. Bella, you've never done anything like that.
No, but I do have gum in my mouth right now, so I'm getting a bit worried.
Where is it?
I'm very good at hiding it.
Where the heck is it?
Well, you can look in my mouth and try and find it if you want.
Have you tucked it? Have you tucked it under the tongue?
It's like stuck to my top teeth.
That's a good skill.
Yes.
Where have you learned this
I
gum?
learned it from Pedro Pascal, actually.
Really?
He's the chief. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's the chief gum hider.
Well, we should mention, because not everyone has seen it, of course, but Pedro Pascal co-stars in the amazing The Last of Us with Bella. And the two of you, I can't imagine that isn't real, that friendship that we see on screen there.
It's very real. Imagine if it was all fake. That would be rough. No,
that'd be acting.
That'd be acting. That'd be true acting.
But you really become close, haven't you?
I love him. I miss him, actually.
Where is he now? Where is he now? What's he doing?
Los Angeles, living his best life. The Mandalorian's just come out, so he's very busy.
Yeah,
big whoop. I still haven't seen it. I need to watch it.
He's so good. And had you met him before you started the show, or was it when you got the parts?
No, so we were both on Game of Thrones, but in different seasons.
Yeah.
He died long before. Sorry if anyone hasn't seen it. He died long before I got there.
Can I ask how old you are now, Bella?
I'm 19.
19, okay, 19. Because you play, is she 15 in The Last of Us, the character you play?
Yeah, 14, 15.
14, 15. And so how old were you when you got the part in Game of Thrones?
I was 11 years old.
11?
It's my first job.
So then, am I right in thinking that you probably hadn't seen the show when you got the part?
No, absolutely, I was far too little.
Mel, have you watched The Last of Us yet?
Right, Bella, you're amazing in it, can I just say?
Thank you.
I've only seen one episode because I was too scared. I was too scared. I never realised how quickly zombies move. But is that a thing?
Well, it's not real. I mean, you know it's not real.
But do they always move? Do they always move that quickly? Because that really freaked me out.
The show couldn't be bigger, though. I think the last episode, when it went out, it got 30... Well, it's been getting 30 million viewers per episode.
What?
Which is extraordinary. It's a huge hit here, but it's a huge hit all over the world. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Due in no small part to your performance. And has life changed for you? Have you found... Obviously, I know people recognised you when you're on Game of Thrones, but since this, it must have gone to a whole new level. So do you get recognised more now?
Yeah, I do. It's more consistent. It's more like every time I go out now.
And what sort of response?
In Pret the other day, eating some soup and then...
Which soup was it? Was it
tomato?
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a great one.
I like
it's my
that one. The tomato's good.
Yeah.
The chicken one's good as well with the brown rice.
I'm vegan.
Oh, sorry, you're vegan. I'm sorry. No, I'm
also,
sorry.
that's not the takeaway from this story. What soup is good at Pret? And what sort of reaction did you get? What do they... how do people engage?
Yeah, so it was... people are very sweet most of the time. I've not really had bad experiences yet, but it's sometimes just awkward times, like, you know, I'm eating my soup and I spill it all down me, or when I'm, like, waiting in line for the toilet. It's in Pancras Station. That was the first time I ever got recognised.
So you're waiting in the line outside the toilet,
Yeah,
or inside
yeah.
the toilet, and then someone came up and said...
Are you from the... Actually, what should I do? Are you from the television? And
Wow.
I say, yeah. if depending on what like thing you've seen. And then, but yeah, then the queue goes down, and I need a wee.
Yeah.
And I said, look, we'll chat after. And I was like 12 or something.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's a very cool response. We chat after.
Yeah.
Laters. But we haven't explained yet what the show is. How would you explain it to someone who hasn't seen it?
It's a post-apocalyptic backdrop. It's a story of really Ellie and Joel. Ellie meets Joel. Ellie's just like this random kid who turns out to be immune to this virus. And Joel is a hardened survivor tasked with smuggling her across the US in search of a cure. So that happens, and along their way they meet a lot of people.
And zombies feast on people's necks and rip them open.
Not really.
They do.
No, they're... Look,
They
no,
do.
you haven't seen it. Why are you telling us what's in a show you clearly haven't watched? It's Cordyceps.
Cordyceps.
And this is sort of a real thing. This is a real thing in the world, isn't it?
Cordyceps is real. Like, this could theoretically, it's scientifically...
Oh, don't
well,
say that. Is this going to happen?
Well, it
Bella,
might.
is this-
Well, we hope not.
And cordyceps are mushrooms, aren't they?
Quite-
Spooky mushrooms.
Quite a few
Yeah.
scientists think this might happen.
Oh, stop it. I don't want to know that.
OK, let's have a look. So that's what it is. It's kind of a love story. It's a beautiful relationship story, but it's set against the backdrop of a virus, and they have to get across country, and they face any number of challenges. Have a look at this. See, that was tense rather than too scary, wasn't it?
You did jump out of your seat, to be
Come
fair.
on, Mel, you've woken up at student parties and seen things like that. So if you haven't watched it, it's available on loads of digital platforms now, so you can find it and watch them all. There's only 9 in this series.
Just 9, yeah.
And I can't wait for the next series, and I think I know the answer, but how soon can we get to see the next series?
It'll be a while. I think we'll probably shoot, like, end of this year, beginning of next, and then it's like a year filming. So it'll be probably end of, like, 24, early 25.
I could talk about... we will talk about The Last of Us more. I'll talk about it all right, but we should mention that Mel, and this is very exciting news, Mel is about to become the co-host of the Eurovision Song Contest. Ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
You'll be I believe, the first woman to do UK commentary.
I'll be in the commentary box. I'm not going to be doing 100% because Graham Norton is going to be presenting on stage, then he's going to be bobbing betwixt the box and the stage. But I'll be in the little darkened burrow of the commentary box.
And you must, I'm sure, I get the feeling you've always been a fan of Eurovision.
Oh, I mean, I'm obsessed. Do you like it, though?
Yes.
I mean, it's so good. It's going to be so brilliant this year. We're in Liverpool.
Yeah.
I know, it's amazing, it's amazing. And we're hosting on behalf of Ukraine. It's going to be very poignant and very powerful. We've got a great UK entry in May Muller. I think she's going to be just superb. I love her. And if you are lucky enough to ever go to a Eurovision...
Well, if we knew anyone who hosted it, we could get an invite.
We tried to get tickets.
Did you try?
We were on the website and it was all sold out within like 2 minutes.
It was. Listen, I don't know what I can do. I don't hold much sway at all. But I'll try and get everyone in, okay?
Thanks. Holding you to it.
No.
And so did you have parties? Did you used to have watching parties of it? Did you used to watch it with groups?
Yeah. I remember really clearly, we used to be filming Bake Off when Eurovision was on, and used to get Mary, Paul, Sue, my good self, always in white toweling dressing gowns because we were in a hotel. The little there we are! With white Mary, quite cut actually. There you can see the little glass, little comedy slippers, and it was so fun. We had little parties in our hotel room.
But you mentioned Mary enjoyed a drink there, and of course on the show famously, Terry Wogan, who hosted it for so many years, you could hear him getting visibly affected, or sort of like you could hear in his voice he was being affected by the alcohol throughout the course of the evening. Graham enjoys a drink during the show. He makes no secret of that.
Yes.
Will you be joining them? Will you be having a little espresso martini?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
No, because, well, no. I'll wait. I think Terry used to wait till song 11. Or he said he waited till song 11 and then he had a snifter. But I know if I have a whiff of an alcoholic drink, it'll be game over. So I've got to keep sharp. And of course, I'll be having a drink. I'll be having loads of drinks. It would be rude. It would be rude.
But
not to.
I think I've probably seen you drunk more often than I've seen you sober.
Oh,
No, it's not a bad thing.
dear.
No, because but it doesn't take much to get you drunk, does it?
No,
You're a lightweight.
I'm a lightweight, Bella. How are you?
I've never tested the waters.
You must have. You're old enough to drink now, of course.
I'm old enough to drink, but I wasn't like around people my age when drinking was a thing, so I've just never done it.
Avoid the purple parachute, if you can.
The purple parachute?
I don't
what's
even
that?
I don't even know if they still exist, but it was what us young'uns used to drink when we were teens.
What is
Purple parachute. It's lager, cider, and then something purple. I don't know what.
Goodness.
And Sue, my comedy partner, we were students together, and
Right.
she lost me one time, and she said she found me via the splats of purple parachute on the street. Like E.T. when he's following the little, you know, sweets. She found me.
Where was it coming from?
Incredible.
From my mouth. Oh! Sorry.
Which, let's face it, is probably the nicer answer we could have expected. OK, so you're hosting Liverpool.
Hosting Liverpool.
You spent much time there before?
I've done gigs in Liverpool, always had an absolutely tremendous time. Such a great city. We had a few gigs there, again, Sue and my good self, and what happened? I'm sure something happened. Which eludes me now. I remember what happened. We did a gig in Liverpool, we were on tour, staying at the same hotel as the Tory party conference.
A natural fit.
I mean, and we had a drummer in our band, and he was 3 sheets to the wind, and we had to pull him off Edwina Currie.
Wow.
He was, because he got angry, he didn't share the politics of Edwina Currie. Her minder stepped in, this posh guy in a bow tie, had to physically pull him off. I got between him and I saved Edwina Currie, basically.
Well, that speaks very highly of you as a person.
Well, I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah.
Different times, Bella.
Different type. Can you do the accent?
Liverpool, I won't, because you know,
Because you've got to go there.
I've got to go there, exactly.
How are you with accents, Bella? You good?
I can do accents.
Well, you do a great American accent. I thought you were American. I didn't realise it, because you're from Nottingham.
I was
originally.
born in Nottingham, yeah.
Yeah. So what are your go-to accents if you had to...
Scottish is one of I never used to be able to do Scottish, and then I was so happy the day that I could.
OK, could we hear some Scottish from
Do
you?
you really want to hear?
Yeah,
Scottish accent?
I'll
Should
give it
we
a go.
speak in Scottish for a second together? No, I'm embarrassing myself. Okay,
Yeah.
let's have a conversation.
Well, it depends where you're from. Where are you from?
I don't know, I'm like a mixture.
You're great.
You fancy some haggis?
I'd love some haggis.
Some
You're
iron.
brilliant. You're brilliant.
This is like a weird... I kind of felt like I was watching a weird version of Gogglebox.
We could do Gogglebox.